So YouTube has made some changes to the platform recently that might actually be good. I know, shocking, because normally whenever they update the platform, they make it worse, like when they got rid of dislike counts in everybody's videos. Now this whole platform basically sucks for tutorials because you, the viewer, really have no way to tell if it's good or not. I mean, maybe you can look at comments, but of course creators can delete those. But the update that they're making now is they're trying to address the comment spam scam bots. All right, so you've probably seen these on my channel and other popular people's channels. And the bots take many forms. Of course, you've got the classic pretending to be an attractive woman bot. So they'll take a profile picture of some half-naked attractive girl, and usually they'll just leave like these comments that are like a bunch of kissy heart emojis, and then they might say something like, oh, I'm single, I need a boyfriend. Or they'll just straight up drop a malware link and say, click here to see my pussy, right? They'll just get right to it. And apparently some people fall for this stuff. I mean, I don't know what level of brain rot you have to be at to fall for these kinds of bots, but hey, they wouldn't be doing the scam if it didn't work. Then you've got the crypto scam bots. So these are a little bit more sophisticated, and there's usually dozens of bots that are involved in the scam. So it'll start off with a comment that's fairly innocuous. It'll say something like, is Bitcoin still a good investment in modern year? And then a bunch of bots will thumb up this comment, and they'll start interacting with it with other like fairly innocuous comments like, oh, Bitcoin sucks, you gotta invest in my heckin' Doggerino coin. But the whole reason that they're doing this, like the first phase, is just to create a lot of engagement around this comment, because that's what helps it float up to the top. Okay, same way that I tell you guys to like and comment a video to hack the algorithm, and it makes the video float up to the top, same thing happens with a comment. And then once it's at the top of the video, then that's when the scam takes place. So that's when the like phase 2 of the scam takes place. People will say, oh, if you want to learn about crypto, you've got to hit up Scammer Guy 69 on Telegram, and then like 5 or 6 other bots will be like, oh yeah, Scammer Guy 69 was great, I made $5,000 in 2 days with him. Oh yeah, Scammer Guy, he doubled my Bitcoin for me. And then it's to get you to go to Telegram, and that's where the actual scam takes place. Another Telegram scam, or sometimes a WhatsApp scam, is people will actually impersonate a content creator. I've even seen this happen with me. It was like, I don't know, sort of a milestone, I guess you could say, where it's like, oh, I'm popular enough that people will impersonate me to scam people. But they'll copy the profile picture of the creator. They'll copy their name, but it'll be something like mental outlaw hyphen call me on WhatsApp, and then it'll leave a WhatsApp number, but it won't be a standard number like numbers from your keyboard. It'll be Unicode characters because that's harder for YouTube to detect. And yeah, you hit them up on WhatsApp or Telegram and they scam you that way. The funny thing about those bots, especially when they're impersonating me, is that clearly they're not doing a lot of research into the channel that they're trying to pretend to be, because I don't use WhatsApp. I mean, they could have done a little bit of research and say, maybe give a session ID, or like instead of saying hit me up on WhatsApp, hit them up on Signal. That's much more realistic if you were going to try to impersonate me. But anyway, let's take a look at these updates that YouTube is making to fight the scam bots. Let's put the deepfake away for now. So this is their announcement that they made in the creator community. And here's the steps that they're doing. The idea is YouTube wants to make it much more difficult to create these bots, because I don't think there's any way to just stop them completely. And generally, when scammers are making these bots, they're disposable anyway. Okay, it's sort of like bots in RuneScape, right? It's not a matter of if they're going to get banned, it's a matter of when. So they just have to try to have the life cycle of the bot be worth it. They have to try to scam enough people. But what they're going to do to make these bots less believable is they're going to make it so that channels can't hide their subscriber counts anymore. So that's a common thing that the bots do when they impersonate a channel, is they'll just have subscriber count turned off when you try to go to their channel. Because obviously it's going to be pretty difficult for a bot to get thousands or even millions of people to subscribe to them. But for this option here, to no longer allow channels to hide their subscriber count, I don't know how effective that's gonna be in helping people not get tricked by these bots, because if someone isn't aware enough to realize that a channel has their subscriber count turned off, a channel that normally doesn't have subscriber count turned off, then they probably also won't realize that the channel has a much lower subscriber count than the person that they're impersonating. The only time that I would think this would be useful is for popular channels that hide their subscriber counts, which I don't even know any like those off the top of my head. Maybe it'll be harder to impersonate those. So maybe this will help a little bit. Maybe it's just easier for people to notice two different numbers instead of comparing a number to a null value, but I don't really have high hopes for this. Next is they're going to have beefed up settings that creators can set for those comments to basically filter more comments automatically. Now, I personally don't use this at all, okay? I allow all comments on my channel, and any filtering that happens beyond that is just a hidden YouTube setting that I can't control. I know that some people have complained about their comments getting deleted from their videos. I'm not the one doing that. YouTube does it automatically if you post a link or you post some wrong thing. Nothing I can do about it. But if you're a content creator, that might be helpful, like trying to set, this to increase the strictness. But it really depends on your audience, right? If your audience is, I don't know, maybe posting kind of edgy comments or something like that, then a lot of them are going to get censored, and they probably won't like that. They probably won't comment on your videos as much, and as a result, they won't hack the algorithm for you that much. And then finally, YouTube is going to limit the type and the frequency of special characters that you can put in your username, which I think is going to be the most effective. I mean, honestly, this is the only one that, at least for my channel, is going to have any real effect. Because just like as you saw in those hidden users, the scammers, okay, they put their phone number just like this, where it's not a Unicode character, or it's not a number, it's like a special character. So you won't be able to put these in your profile name anymore. And you can't just type out a regular phone number because YouTube already has ways to filter that. So I think that this is going to make those scams a lot harder to do, because the whole idea is they go into the YouTube comments and then they're trying to get you off the YouTube platform into another one, like WhatsApp or Telegram, so that they can DM you and they can actually do the scam that way. Because if they tried to scam you just in public in YouTube comments, YouTube would be deleting things, and other people would be warning you that it's a scam. But I don't know how effective this will be to stop scammers that use Telegram, because, well, on Telegram, you're typically using usernames to find people and not phone numbers. In fact, that's a prediction that I'll make right now. Going forward, you're probably going to see more scammers on YouTube sending people to Telegram instead of WhatsApp for phase 2 of the scam. But this will probably cut down on scams overall, because way fewer people use Telegram compared to WhatsApp. So I think if somebody is being scammed, but there's that extra hurdle where they have to actually download Telegram, maybe they'll have a moment of clarity and realize that nobody on the internet is just going to give you free Bitcoin for no reason. But we'll have to see going forward how much these changes actually reduce spam on the platform. I'm glad that they're at least doing something about it. It's always boggled my mind how YouTube, and well, I guess Google as well, since they own YouTube, are so good at purging offensive comments and videos from their platform, but not scam comments, which are arguably more damaging than content that just hurts somebody's feelings. But if the scammers manage to bypass these restrictions and the spam starts getting really bad again, then I might start regularly using Theo Joe's YouTube or YT spammer purge. So I actually did first try this program back in February, and it was kind of decent then, but it just wasn't super great. But looking at the project now, there has been a whole lot of updates to it since I last used it. So I might pick this back up to reduce the amount of spam that you see in my comment section, if it's necessary. Hopefully This program will continue to be maintained. Well, it's written in Python, so probably anyone who knows code, I mean, I guess better chance that they'll know Python, and so it'll be easier to work on. That's it for this video, guys. Leave a like and a real comment, not a bot comment, to hack the algorithm. Follow me on Odyssey, and have a great Independence Day.